Um, so what happened? Why did you call me this morning? A few minutes. Why did you call me this morning?
I called you because I was giving your phone number that you was a person of interest that might be able to help me in my situation because I felt like my rights was being violated. Also, that my grandson's right was being violated. He has a right to ride in that van if he got a licensed driver, and I have a right to be left alone and not harassed by the police department with an officer standing in the road yelling at me because the ticket that he gave me, his captain, invalidated it. He done away with it. So, and he was angry about that. So he pulled up in front of my door and was yelling at me from the road.
And so when you called me, what did you hope to accomplish? Well, let's not get into that. What did we do this morning? When we sat down, we talked, we wrote out something. We went to the police department.
Yes.
And tell us about what happened to the police department.
We sat down and talked to the police chief, who was very
Wesley Ross.
yes, that listened to our problem and was very sorry for what my grandson and I had went through. And he vowed to correct it. The problem, he's going to take care of it. And that my grandson...
Well, first of all, your grandson is also on bond, is he not?
He's on bond, but they were saying that probation officer had a hold on him, which is not true.
Right. So you tried the other day to get him out, correct?
I tried to get him out, and they were still holding him, and they wouldn't let him out.
Okay, so our main purpose this morning was to go over there, and I was going to really help you to get him out.
Yes.
We was going to go to the jail at the
city and then the county.
Now, first you wanted to go to the county. I said, let's go to the city. And so after getting to the city, and you stating your case, then Chief Police Wesley Ross said what?
That he was going to take care of the problem, he's going to release it.
And so he will be out before the day is over, am I correct?
That's right.
Okay, you also, I asked you to ask them that you get a copy of everything, including the findings of the search warrant, which I think was unauthorized, illegal, because they didn't have a search warrant. And they're supposed to provide you, and he said that he would do what?
He would give it to me by the end of the day.
How many times did you hear Wesley Ross apologize and say he was sorry and that situation would be resolved, and that the officer may be limited in terms of how many days he'll be on the police force altogether?
Over 5 times.
Do you think he was sincere in what he said, and you think that he's going to take action?
I do.
And you also mentioned to me, right, is this true that, well, was your son employed before he went to jail, and do you think he'll have a job after this?
He had a job that he was supposed to go to yesterday and today, and I don't know whether he's going to have that job now or not.
Is there anything else you want? Let me ask you a question. Why did you come forward, wherein a lot of other people who may be victimized or allegedly victimized in certain ways, why did you step forward? Why didn't you just sit back like a lot of other citizens?
Because I felt like I had to do something. If I sat back and do nothing, then nothing was going to be done. And I was tired of harassment, and I felt like I had to come forward and try to do something to stop it. And when I got a call that somebody was available to help me do this, I didn't hesitate in calling you.
And I just want to add, my beautiful brother, come around on this way here. For you who are watching this video, I want to add that in this work that I try to do in the community, on behalf of the people, regardless, I've been to Nashville, I've been to Lakeland. Wherever I'm called, I go, because I have people's best interests at heart. This brother came to me this morning. We were sitting down at McDonald's, where I get coffee sometimes, and he said to me, Brother Rhymes, can I ride over with you? After explaining to him what we was doing, and he said that he wanted to get involved and try to do what he can. And this is what we do. We got to have people who are, I don't get paid for what I do. And what's your name, my beautiful brother?
My name is T.J. Henderson.
T.J., I appreciate you coming with me today, and I want it to be known. It's not many people that embrace Brother Ryan, but this is what I've been doing since 75. 75, I'm over in Brooks County. It's right across over there, the Dimps boy, you say you knew him, when he was shot by the police and killed. I went to school with him. We walked the streets. I walked the streets of Brooks County and Lowndes County to get C.B. King here on that case. And ever since, I've been involved in human and civil rights, and I find it kind of astonishing how blacks refuse to stand up for what is right for whatever reasons. But we got to where we are today because people like Brother Henderson and my beautiful sister Dixon. I keep getting you mixed up with your grandson. But we got to be able to stand up. Just last Saturday, we had Tyrone Brooks, a state representative We had Robert Brown, Senator. We had some more senators that came in here on Saturdays, and tomorrow, if God pleases, we'll be heading to Macon. Then we will also be coming back to Quitman on June the 18th in support of the Quitman 10. I do not believe they did anything wrong. I believe that there are people who did not want the school board of education in Brooks County to be dominated by black African Americans, if you will, and therefore changes had to be made. And I want to thank you for coming forth, my beautiful sister, Miss Dixon, my beautiful brother Henderson. I thank you. And I want to thank those who give me a nickel or a dime to stay on the road to do what I do on behalf of kvci.blogspot.com. That's kvci.blogspot.com on the internet. Google me and find out what we're doing in this community, because we found out that the Valdosta Daily Times, no criticism to them, the Quitman Free Press, no criticism to them, and a lot of other newspapers and television stations around this South Georgia area will not cover some of the stuff that we cover. We want it in the news because the news is to be shared. We do not want you deaf, dumb, and blind to the times and unable to make intelligent decisions based on facts, and that's why we're here. Thank you all so much.
Our pleasure.